a common denominator comment that's always left on my, always is, I like that you say what we're all thinking. You're saying what we're all thinking. No one else has the balls to say it. That's true. And the thing is I don't think that I'm all that. A lot of people think that they know it all. Just remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in...
Drop this link for Brian St. John. So yeah, if you don't know who Brian St. John is a channel creator who was very heavily invested and very knowledgeable with the Darlie Routier case. Adrian, do you know anything about this Brian Koberger?
Who was that?
He's the young guy who took out the Idaho 4. You didn't keep up on this?
How was he called back here? No, get down, please.
Violet, you can't have any of that.
Edith said please to Violet.
Idaho.
I wish I had that manners.
How was he caught, my dear?
How was he caught? His DNA. He went into a... Brian, tell him before, because I have food that's trying to come out of my throat. Can you tell him? I'm going to have Whataburger at the end of the month.
What's he asking?
Tell him the short version of this story.
Oh, where the highly intelligent, well-educated.
Tell him who Brian is and what he did.
He pulled a Richard Speck like type of college. He went into a college dorm and killed 4 people. But he's supposed to be highly educated, well trained
in criminology.
Just freaked out.
He is
very tall.
He loves serial killers. He loves Ted Bundy.
Okay, why did he allow his DNA to be at the scene of crime if he knows about this stuff?
Because he's a fucking dumbass, is why.
He left a knife sheath there that had his
sheath. That's the word.
The sheath. Yeah, he left his knife there. He left it there. He had to do that on purpose because it's not going to come off of your belt. You know, it wasn't ripped off. It was just sitting
How
there.
could he have done that on purpose? That would mean he wanted to get caught.
That's what I'm saying. The knife sheath couldn't have been left there accidentally.
He wasn't thinking. But my thing is the two others in that apartment, the 2 other girls. What's the story with the 2 other girls?
I have no idea. I'm looking at them.
Does anybody in the chat know?
I'm trying to find out more about them.
Nobody in the chat knows?
I'm looking at it. I don't trust all these news sources.
Nobody in the chat.
The surviving roommates. There's one survivor. Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk were believed to be sleeping during the stabbings. The court records unsealed Thursday revealed that Mortensen, identified as DM in an affidavit, encountered the suspect.
Ryan St. John had a son who was an idiot and made a huge, terrible mistake years ago. And his son, what's his name, Brandon?
The child, the victim's name was Braden Ferguson.
Brady. Okay, and what was your son's name?
Ryan Lucas.
Ryan killed a baby. He got angry and he killed a baby. And at first, when Brian found out about this, he lost it. And he just couldn't believe that his son was capable of this. And then he heard the evidence in the court. And then he came to terms with the fact that his son was indeed guilty of this charge and this crime, and did what we kind of wish every parent would do: come to their senses. And I guess it was very hard. And this is Brian's story to tell. And Brian's no new to this YouTube. No, he's no new. The people here will use what his son has done.
Oh yeah.
Over and over and over till the cows come home. Just because they can. It wasn't Brian's choice.
No.
It wasn't. Now, but this is the thing. My question to you is, Brian, did you think when you raised this son of yours that his temper was so big that he was capable of hurting a baby?
Absolutely not, especially with Braden. And I had put up videos, where he was interacting with Braden. And even Kelsey said, even his mother said that Luke had never disciplined him, never raised his hand to him, never in the past, never. Luke was always real calm. He didn't get in any trouble. He wasn't the aggressive one. I had an older son that was, a little more aggressive. But my first initial thought when I heard it was, he's guilty. And I posted it as such because I knew them and I knew how nurturing his mother was. Every time I went to visit them, she was all about the kids. And it wasn't that Luke wasn't, but I just didn't think, I just knew it was him and I posted as such. And people in the community said, hey, you better take that down, blah, blah, blah. But he kept saying he didn't do it. He kept telling us he didn't do it. So, me, I was in true crime. I go to looking. And I'm digging up every trial, every paperwork. I posted all this stuff, but it started to look to me like he was lying. And you want to believe your child,
right?
You want to, give them the benefit of the doubt,
right?
And but they kept giving him deals, and I was trying to get him to take the deal. I knew within like the third day of the trial, where I was getting to go in and see and hear stuff that I didn't hear before. I knew he was guilty. And that's when I stopped with the whole, he might be innocent, blah, blah, blah. But when they found him guilty, the first thing I did was put up a public apology to the mother, not to anyone else. Yeah, and no, you don't think your kids are going to do that. I hope that nobody is related to anybody that does something.
Of course not. No.
So ignorant.
People seem to be lost on the topic of what we're talking about. It's not about putting blame on the mother. Mm-hmm. The topic is the gall of the mother.
Yeah, she needs to be quiet.
Writing this, and then you want to know something? It's called karma, motherfucker. Sometimes it skips a generation, and some people don't understand that. Okay, she's over here sitting on her big old friggin' high horse, And she could sit there now and say, I still love and support my kid. Well, guess what? You can love and support your kid all you want, but let's get some facts in front of you, lady. Marianne, open your fucking eyes. You got this black sheet thing over your face. You're wearing an Eskimo jacket. You're hiding your face. Why? Because you're embarrassed.
And because she knows the stuff that she's saying is inappropriate.
She knows she is fucking wrong.
Right.
If you're so self-righteous and you're so tough, you get out there and you love your kid and you know you're doing the right thing by standing by your kid. No, no, you can't have it both ways, Marianne. You don't get to just come out and be like, oh, the Merry Widow. Oh, the Merry Widow. Yeah, I'm here to support my kid. No, I still love my kid. No. He was a serial killer in becoming a new Patreon. Yep.
It's funny they call you guys out for being tragedy pimps while their super chats are on and they're posting their PayPals.
Well, they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. They lie a lot, and they're too weak to talk about their own content. So what do? They talk about me. They talk about Justin. They talk about
and Justin doesn't even fight back. He don't bother nobody.
No, he doesn't. Justin doesn't watch any of it. He doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't
He's
watch
the most non-threatening person on YouTube.
No, and he means well. Listen, I've been out in the fields with him. He's got as much energy as Bullhorn Betty, as much energy as Jonathan. I'm probably the laziest one.
Where is the compassion? Where's the compassion for little baby Quentin? Cher does care. She never cared. Cher.
Listen, hey, I have not been on the road at all. Right? No handshake. No handshake. I've been right here.
Cops are back right now. Hey, yep, I'm nosy. Cool. Can't wait for that.
The only thing that it takes is he has a family, and if he wasn't married and didn't have a family, he'd be out at all these places every day, every night, doing the work for his channel, and like we didn't completely finish what we needed to do. We're still working on it, but you have to remember that a lot of these wannabe true crime channels have become crama channels.
Yeah.
And just drama hating true crime channels.
She came back and said he was a manager 5 minutes later. So she can't even...
he's the broker. He's Marie's broker.
Yeah, that's just another name for broker. But she said he started it. And then she said now, then she
doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I don't know. I gotta go to bed, Marissa.
All right.
You have fun with the small stuff here.
This is all so stupid.
But hey,
Danielle's like, I can't with this cunt. I know.
Put money in your pocket. Put money in your pocket.
It is.
Every time she goes live, you make a couple, maybe $100 or so.
I do. I average like over $300 with every video I make of her.
It's too bad you can't really get her voice. Yeah, I know that you're really good with the imitations. It's
You
hard
don't
to get
think
her-
I do a good imitation of her?
Well, it's hard to get her voice. She's got one of the nasally voices.
Are you fucking kidding me, Brian St. John? How are you gonna fucking sit there and think that I don't do a good fucking impression of
There you
Dolly
go.
Golightly? She's a fucking fat whore.
It looks like
So
he's mad.
fuck you, Brian St. John. And why are you on her side? She's such a fucking evil
Hey.
cunt person.
She's
She's a
probably fat.
fucking liar, and her husband's gonna leave her. She doesn't deserve him, and she doesn't deserve fucking Jake. And they need to pack their bags. And the person that had a lot of chutzpah, someone that had a lot of potential, was that girl Ziggy.
Hello? Oh, we got two people on here. Okay, cool.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, this is Eddie.
Eddie?
Hey, I have some advice. I just recently became a father. I have a 3-month-old newborn son, and I have a problem, and I hope maybe a parent or somebody can help me out.
Okay.
Well, my son, his testicles taste funny.
Oh.
So do you.
What? Ew. How do we get rid of this guy? Drop. I don't know. I just dropped both of them because that was freaking weird. Ew.
That probably was Jim Terry.
Talking about kids? I'm not going to let's make up on a panel talking about kids licking kids' testicles. That's
That,
not funny.
that sounds
If he would have
like-
not said a kid, it would have been funny. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go.
What was the phone number?
Thank you for calling Just a Tip.
Creators spend a lot of time they cover charts. Yeah, going to the scene, I'll tell you, is something completely different. But now we can't really say where we're going now. As you've seen, a lot of crackheads, a lot of people under the influence, drug addicts are showing up.
Get
your ass out here. I need you.
Hey, come on here, lady. They're okay.
That was. I don't think I'll ever do the pot roast again. That
Hey,
was the most bland freaking piece of meat I have ever tasted in my freaking life.
I can't believe that you passed on the fried chicken.
Trashy people are showing up just to get footage of us trying to work. And
Clowns.
well, I'll tell you what, the junkies aren't showing up at the jails and at the DA's office and at the police stations. So we're good there.
Ordinance came out, okay, and it's effective today, all right? So I wanted to read this to anyone so we can put it out, because like I said, it's going to affect how you protest, okay? Sure. So what the county has done is they've enacted the parade and public assembly ordinance. It's actually been in effect, but they're making it in effect for this, okay? Sure. Basically, it just says if you're doing a public assembly, which is meeting, demonstration, picket line, rally, gathering for common purpose that interferes with the day-to-day stuff that goes on here, you have to go down to the county manager's office to get a permit, okay? So when you go down to the county manager's office and you get your permit, okay, then you can come back and then you can do your normal thing, okay? That's fair. Yes, ma'am. And
It's still unconstitutional.
Well, it's okay, it's okay. So we're going to do that, okay? So if you don't have a permit, we don't need you to be down here, okay? And there's also a loitering ordinance that went into effect also. So between this sign, I believe it's right here by this house, there's one in front of the house, the Simon's house, and then there's one just past the house. So between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. you can't be out there or it would be loitering, okay? And those are all offenses that you could be charged and arrested for, okay?
Of course.
So we don't want any of that to happen.
To charge and arrest
Well, no, that's not true, ma'am. But anyway, we just don't want it to affect you in that way, okay? So I just wanted to put that out so everyone knows, because like I said, we don't want that to happen. We do want you to protest.
Have these ordinances, just out of curiosity, have they gone through your legislature? Or are they enacted by your county commission?
Yes, they're enacted by the county, okay? And they've been in effect, but, you know, they just starting to enforce that, okay, for this, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone understood?
Yep. And tell your police chief I'll be waiting for my bracelets when I get back into town.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Have a great day.
Hey, I have a quick question for y'all.
Yes,
Unrelated.
That's okay.
Some of my property was taken by the Chatham County Police. Where do I pick my property
Okay.
What kind of property
What kind
was
of property?
It was a baton and a taser.
Okay. If it should be at our West Chatham location, which is 295 Police Memorial Drive.
That's great because I've got some pictures for the police chief, and I'm just going to take this camera off for a second because I want you guys to, and you don't have to look if you don't want to, but I'd like you guys to see something.
Our property room is located there. They close at 5 o'clock today, so you won't be able to
Then
pick
you won't
that
be
up
able to get it till Monday if you would get there before 5.
Is there any way I can contact her and make
Help Andrew.
You can contact our property room.
Help
Yes,
Andrew.
yes, you can call our
Actually,
I mean, I don't know how that works, but I didn't plan on staying till Monday.
No, we don't feel safe with you guys. I mean, to be honest with you, you guys have used your intimidation to run us out of town, but I'm coming back after I seek counsel by an attorney.
The only ones that were chasing us with cameras at the jail and the police and the DA were actually the actual news people.
Now the people that went down there to try,
they were following us.
Those people that went down there to try to protest against
the
them.
the crackheads aren't following us there.
Yeah,
No, they're not
they
following.
look like idiots now. The ones that chased you.
Well, they all look like idiots. Well, they just look like junkies.
It's just like being a famous person.
We are famous. We're worldwide, Marissa.
But that's what it is. You have to put it aside. They're fans.
Yeah, she heard from me today.
You're doing something they wish they could do.
They can't be us. They don't even have the
Who
balls.
could do what she does?
Nobody.
Who could do what I do?
Nobody.
Who could do what she's done? Well,
Nobody.
Well, there's a lot of people that can do what you do, but
Not as good.
not as you have, and plus you got her mom. Come on.
They just look like junkies. They just look like total junkies. And the thing is if we happen to show up at a big case and there's lots of press there, that means that the FBI is going to be sitting there. The FBI will be sitting there watching. So, I mean, you probably gonna have more police presence, but I personally don't plan on. I hope no one else has to die. I hope that no one else has to, what do you call it? But I know I'm doing fine. No, I'm doing fine. It is what it is. I mean, there are people that when I do listen, this is the fucking thing. There's been about 6 or 7 people bitching, talking about give me your link. Lexi, give me your link. There's been about 6 or 7 people bitching, saying that they're covering this story. Other people shouldn't be covering this story. They don't like the way other people have been covering story. Motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up. Yesterday morning when I woke up, Vinnie Politan had said, Marissa, this is it. This is the big story. Everybody, right? Everybody who covers true crime on Facebook, YouTube, whatever the fuck, we are all going to be talking about this case. And it's not because we're going to be making money off of it. There's no money to be made off of this. The ones that are going to make the money are going to be the truly, truly exceptional, like this kid we were listening to. And it's going to be the big, huge channels with the come first, with everything. Nancy Grace is out there and she's doing a really nice job. Yo, you didn't watch us there? You didn't see us? outside the jail. Oh, well, yeah. If you did, you would have seen the news crews following us.
Yep.
Yeah. You know you're doing something good when you got the news crews following you. Every time we turned around. Oh, you should have seen Betty. She was on fire. She was like, "Excuse me, do you need something?"
Peace. It's something that hasn't been seen for some time now on Buckhalter Road, where little Quentin Simon was last seen. Police are cracking down on hecklers who have berated Quentin's family and neighbors for weeks. Our Andy Cole reports on the new measures Chatham County Police have.
Do you hear that? It's something that's been hard to come by over the last few weeks. It's peace, thanks to this sign, or really what the sign means. Since Quentin Simon went missing from his Savannah home on October 5th, hecklers have dominated Buckhalter Road. They've screamed words we can't say on TV, got into disputes with themselves, and some have streamed the entire thing on YouTube. We told you Thursday that a fifth heckler, YouTuber Jimmy Williams, who goes by Dolly, was arrested for simple battery and disorderly conduct. That's not to mention, officers were dispatched to Quentin's home 50 times since October 5th. It seems that Chatham County's police chief has had enough. Chief Jeff Hadley said in a statement Thursday that the hecklers were turning the case into a, quote, money-making circus and promised measures to limit the disruption they caused. Chief Hadley delivered. On Friday, police began enforcing 2 county ordinances. CCPD is now requiring a permit to protest on Buckhalter Road, signed by the county manager. Protest, according to police, means anything that could impede vehicular traffic. Police are also now enforcing a loitering ordinance from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. 3 new signs now greet drivers. One is strategically placed in front of Quentin's home. For now, the measures seem to be working, but only time will tell. In Chatham County, I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 20.
Call him like someone in the press, but he was just the camera guy. But I told him, I was like, and you little shit. I was like, you're part of the problem. Oh God.
Mainstream can only say what they're told to say.
Hire your security. I officially have a security card, and he lives in Florida. His name is Stonewall. I didn't get to meet him yet. Isn't that fun? His name is Stonewall. Ain't no one getting through that mother effer. Where I do have my meet and greets are usually upscale hotels. They won't. These types of crackheads will not get through the front door. The ilk like that, they have doormen, and they will literally. They literally will stand there, look at you. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Jen. Come on, all you guys. Scorpio. Will they not go like this? Excuse me. Are you lost? They're mean. They are mean. They'll say, "Are you lost?"
You must be.
No, but I would tell them. They'll say, what are you here for? They'll say, can I see your room key?
Yeah.
That's exactly what will happen. Security, boom, you're out. They don't want. A lot of true crime kind of things, and just as I'm not looking at it as a listen, I'm not a reporter. I don't claim to be a reporter. Hi, Booby. Were you downstairs this whole time? What? Were you downstairs this whole time? No. Oh, Jake. Aw. I forgot what I was going to ask you. Hey, you want some of this chocolate? And what the hell was I talking about? I don't claim to be any sort of reporter. Don't want to be a reporter. Are we journalists? We are.
Yeah.
We have YouTube channels like this. Technically, yes. Adrian, are we journalists? Come on over here. Come on over here and sit down. Come on, eat with us. All right. Maybe guess who's on my panel? You're gonna be happy. Your buddy.
Uh-oh.
No, not JFL.
Hey, well,
BSJ for
who doesn't like Justin?
BSJ for life.
He's an
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but this is the thing. The 6-year-old shot his teacher. It gave no details. And I did a video yesterday and I went off. I went crazy. This is an incomplete. This is a very incomplete reporting.
The parents should be arrested.
I believe that as well. An incomplete reporting. And the thing is, they should end their reporting with more details to come. They're so lazy now. I mean, I could do better than that. And I don't even have a degree in journalism. You want to know something? All right, this is Adrian. I'm sorry to say this. This is what should happen. Everybody should just shut the F up, give me the mic, and let me run the world and make the rules. Just for a month. And this world would be so much better. But